I mean, I think even to accept, once somebody has to accept the fact that, yes, we're going to die, and we're not going to die easy, some of us, and that the worst of it is really bad, and not to concede that, I mean, that's really ridiculous, frankly. To not be able to appreciate that, it can get really bad. I mean, go blind, and then you go deaf, and then you can have, tumors, and you can have, just one thing on top of the next thing, on top of the next thing, on top of the next thing.
Yeah, to really justify it is you have to have more pleasure than pain, for one thing, and you also have to evenly distribute it. Everyone should be getting more pleasure than pain if you're going to even make a rational argument that, hey, this is mathematically okay, which in reality, we're not even anywhere close to that point to even make the argument.
So bad. When you know it's worth it, you know that even if all that shit happens to you, it was worth it. That seems ridiculous. I mean, you'd have to concede that that's an awful lot for you to just whitewash over and say all of that doesn't matter. It's just so clear how bright and beautiful life is. It's just such a wonderful thing to be doing this shit. No, it isn't. So it's, how do you communicate with people that can't see that kind of stuff? Like you're just saying, it's so obvious to me. And if they can't see that, it's like trying to explain just about almost anything that seems obvious, like the difference between white and black, or brown and black, or anything, blue and, greenish, whatever colors there are. Anyway, all right, take a break and see if there's anything else I have to say. So look, the point is that that's the problem in this conversation. It isn't so much the facts that are in the way; it's the fact that people have just no regard for them. People are just
really,
they are belligerently addicted to their perspective.
Or really, they have absolutely no regard for even being open-minded a little bit. That's a big problem.
And that their perspective is often just Yahoo kind of stuff.
And obviously, if they do, they're on a slippery slope. That if they do start to open up to it, that's when they tend to snowball, and then they're like, oh yeah, this, oh yeah, that, oh yeah, this, oh wow, you're right, like crazy, So that's why people hold such a hard view, a firm grip on their opinions, is because, I mean, basically that's the way they evolved. It's a defense. It's a defense to, because back in the day, if you started having different ideas, you were going to get ostracized or killed. So people evolved to conform to the narrative.
They're just sports fans, and they're just, I was born a Yankee fan, and
that's part of it anyway. Is what I'm saying that he was is that's one of the reasons why people hold on to their beliefs so much. The other point is that they're emotionally attached to certain ideas, and they don't want to face reality, and the evolution and the emotion thing obviously tie in together too, to some degree.
Be a Yankee fan, and they're just Yankee fans. It's just moronic devotion to an idea, like God or whatever, and they just refuse to be reasonable. And how do you have a conversation or an argument with unreasonable? Can't really do it. It's hard to do it with even reasonable people. I mean, you can know reasonable people, and there's an awful lot of things to disagree about, and people just always take disagreement pretty personally, and so.
Well, yeah, I mean, more primitive people do. There's different degrees of reasonable people. If someone's very reasonable, well, they can talk about things without getting offended. But yeah, but those people are very rare.